will notice I started the stream. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's time to go sleepy steam surfing. Oh, Jesus Christ, on a bicycle. Fuck, shit. Oh, God. Damn, mother. I need new headphones. I have just learned this by virtue of one of the headphones falling the fuck out. Great. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, guess I gotta buy new headphones then. Right. Okay. Anyway. I found this game while I was browsing Steam today. It's called Of the Devil. There's a free first episode 0. Let's give it a shot and see what it's about. Because I have no idea. It opened up on my second screen. Why the... Wait, hold on. What the fuck? I opened the game earlier to avoid... God damn it. I opened the game earlier to avoid crap like this. Why did you open up on my second screen just now? Come on, don't fuck it up. Oh, God fucking damn it. Okay. Okay. Is there any way to make this full screen? Because the game won't show if it's not full screen. Okay, settings are available. Good. Not windowed full screen. Fuck you. Okay, there we go. Okay, that should be... Please show up. Please show up. Please. Please. Okay, there we go. We're here. Okay. Good evening, A. I have no idea what this game's gonna be like. Let's go. I just know the art style looked interesting enough. And it was free for the first 0 episodes, you know. Rain scissors of neon above me. The summer shower creates a noted uptick in the flickering of holograms down the street, and a slight blunting of the night's ambience. Emphasis on slight. Lights, cameras, and constant noise. The city's got insomnia, with the uneven heart rate to prove it. No escaping the second-hand nervous energy of it all. I'm pretty acclimated. Just a wave of worries cresting on the surface while I hold my breath deep down. Besides, a micro dose of nightlife anxiety suits my mood just fine. Because if I'm not careful, this client of mine is gonna die in jail. Morgan. Okay. Criminal attorney. Okay. It's hard to get away with murder these days. You are so presumed innocent, at least on paper. But by the time they're in cuffs, there's hardly any shadow of doubt left. Because this whole world's lit up. Mapped out. Never unknown and always online. Whether it's incandescent or neon or hollow. Whether it's LCD, LED, or just the nearest phone screen. Hi, Carrie. My thumbnail doesn't work? What? What? What do you mean it doesn't work? Is it like not showing up for some fucking reason? One second. Okay, for some reason on the fucking other thing it isn't. But it should work for... I don't know. There's light shining on... It's shining on every last pixel of the map. And someone's always watching. Solitude's a rarity. Anonymity anonymity is scarce. And criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. So you take whatever clients you can get. You don't balk at public defender work, no matter the hour. And should you find yourself in one of the last dark, quiet corners left in the whole world, well... smoke him if you got him. Hi, Clips. I think this is a... I think this might be a game that's like Ace Attorney or Danganronpa. Not sure which. I just know the art style caught my eye and was like, damn, this looks kind of neat. Not that there's much else I can do to... My phone? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's big. Counselor, your public defender contract has been approved. You are expected at the 254th precinct. Present your ID at the door to enter. Arrive at least 15 minutes early. I'll try. Heart emoji to the fucking state system. Okay. Looks like the paperwork came through. This is only 3:15 now. 90 minutes until 90 minutes since I took the job. Probably makes about 2 hours since they finally got smart enough to ask for a lawyer. If they're really smart, they'll have used that time to get some rest. Because now that I'm here, things are going to get busy. Episode 0. And he shall appear. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. You might even sing if you're really unlucky. Precinct 254. It's goddamn ghost town. Nothing but a hologram for a welcoming party. And hear about a homicide. High clearance rates be damned. I think they treat it with a little more gravitas. Whatever. If I'm that important, they've got no right to complain if I take my sweet time getting checked in. And I should take my time. Information like cash in my line of work. You gotta spend it to make it. And you're flat broke. No one will give a shit what you have to say. So, let's see if I can't poke around and shake some change to loose. Heads up, use mouse to look around for points of interest that you can click on. Or, press space to find them automatically. You're on credit for investing anything and everything you can. Credit is both a measure of your information gathering skills and your own credibility. Oh. Neat. So don't go broke. If I press space... Oh, the meme's cracked in the corner. Looks bad, my phone's made of the same stuff, so and I'm rolling the dice every time it falls off the sofa. I already know the warranty on one of these things with a loud sneeze. At least it's not broken. Entirely. You know, at this hour, it's so dutifully scrolling through its notifications. Looks like the usual 1-to-1 ratio of public health alerts and inoffensive pop culture trivia you always get served at state buildings. Those for you missing persons, too. 1 year of silver plan coverage, courtesy of Caduceus. I know what they're talking about, but I can't speak English, so... Silver's no joke. Family must be getting desperate. Cadicus. That's Greek, PB. I know. I can't speak Greek or English. You assume that by saying I can't speak English, I can speak Greek? Catuzeus. An actual police lineup. It's like I walked into a museum. The museums tend to feel expensive and clean. Dusty, forgotten, probably lots of unpacked boxes. This homicide department's more like an addict. I believe they were ever so busy that they had witnesses making IDs in the lobby. Then again, it's hard to believe they were ever doing lineups in the first place. Are you certain? Wasn't it dark? You know that during traumatic event, memory formation is blah blah blah. I mean, always that said, it must have been like shooting fish in a barrel. Not during billable hours. There's no room to slow down anymore. I want a modded witness and to submit their testimony as video recording. Assuming their phone did automatically file a police report for them. Oh. The outwardly resembles plastic glass, conductive resin, actually electromagnetic polymer, using a wide variety of stationery. Oh, we got a little keychain that won't stop swinging. Is that a keychain of ourselves? Are we? Okay, that's more. Huh. Both has a display and a processor. There are words of 100 different patent variants. If it's widespread use, it hides screen shot schedule fix here. Can't click here. Holograms. Waterston illusion phenomenon. Originally exclusive in the adult entertainment industry. Okay. Holiday. They want to add ads into my life, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. This is very stylized. Like, it's kind of cool. Data pad. I'll bite. Even when they're more advertising than article, they can still be informative. In a flowery roundabout, corporate propaganda sort of way. Keep an eye out for oracles and environments. They offer insight in the world around you and credit towards your investigation. Choose the proper takeaway after reading, you'll earn additional bonus credit too. Huh. So if I don't read good, I'm stupid. Subway fixes axed. City to refocus on canopy. Allowing subway tunnels to be irreparably flooded. Engineers announced this week that all plans to drain and repair the city were being suspended indefinitely. Saltwater damage to sensitive electronic cabling and erosion of key tunnel fixtures were cited as reason for why 89% of the subway system was out as critically compromised or worse. Civil engineering efforts will be refocused on maintenance on the expansion of the hybrid super infrastructure system that weaves together trams, highways, walkways, and skyscrapers into the canopy high above our city streets. Reactions to the announcement can be categorized as blasé. It's been years since the subway last ran and decades since they last ran on schedule. Most citizens has long since given up hope on them ever making a comeback. Online Chandler barely reacted to the announcement, with most commentators and voters' attention focused on instead on the growing investigation. Councilman Long's campaign finance irregularities. As one of the Canopy's major backers in the City Hall, Long has often found himself at odds with a small but local group of critics that considered to be an eyesore, an amplifier of light and noise pollution. With Long having stepped away from his political duties in order to make him fully cooperative with investigators. For the first time in nearly 20 years, the typically Brock City political foundation of the Canopy was looking uncharacteristically shaky going into the week. The subway now officially no longer an option. People and corporations alike have little choice for how they complete their morning commutes. Yep. Okay. However, not a reaction to the news has been negative. At least a few bold individuals see this latest report as vindication, and possibly even a rallying cry. Being considered by many to be rising star infrastructure solutions abroad, tech startup Subterra made headlines last year with their radical proposal of system of personal submarine taxi pods that can make use of flooded railway tunnels. But momentum stalled when the first prototype of the city came in at a disappointing 3,359% over budget. Jesus Christ. The one council member was quoted as calling the system mind-boggling, wasteful, and impractical to the extreme. In light of this latest announcement, Subterra has probably declared their intent to resubmit their proposal package. Across the entire globe, coastal cities like ours have struggled to find civil engineering answers to rising sea levels and subterranean flooding that satisfies financial, practical, and aesthetic concerns. Historically, most scientists have attributed this increase in sea level to climate change. There are dissenting voices. Water rises and falls all the time, for reasons you not fully understand. Are we to... It appears that you have 0 free articles remaining this month. Please verify your account information in order to continue reading the stories that matter. Okay. Pause of them. On the paywall there. As I reach for my wallet after having to get to read a word like aesthetical. Besides, you got the gist of it. The ways that the city will be focusing its efforts on. The canopy. There'll be increasing scrutiny surrounding the canopy now that there's no plan B. It's a massive project with a massive budget. Lines bogs a lot of people, big and small. None of them would appreciate bad press at the moment. Councilman Long's already thoroughly chummed the waters. Ooh. Granite realism so textbook could reach freshman level architecture. No, it's here the building drone on and on about concrete and iron and hard right angles. The civil planning equivalents of battle scars. A fight won so long ago that they're starting to look ridiculous. I'm sure it was all very imposing back when it was built. Walking in here now with crime rates where they are, feels like in a hospice ward for heavy-handedness. Alright. I take in all the scenery and learn as much as I can here. Time to get checked in. They were fine. So far, so good. Good morning. Morgan here for the public defense contract. What the fuck? Oh, profiles. Morgan. Born right after Christmas. Decent. Weight isn't listed. You list her blood type and your weight. Okay. Likes smoking. We're gonna have a hard time getting along then. Dislikes commercials. We might not have that hard of a time then. Can you please provide your name and... Great, please stand still for a moment. I don't call intake hollows charming. More like harmless. Well, that's probably what the designers were aiming for. You don't mind a quirk or two in their tech, so long as it never speaks out of turn. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble placing you. Can you please provide your name and date of birth? So far, so good, was it? I don't trust facial recognition to still be anything worth damn. Say, why don't you just scan my ID card? Great. Now, can you just confirm your date of birth for me? Why do they even bother asking? Birthday's on the damn ID card. And my profile. I have to be world-class airhead to get this question wrong. Got it. I'm just gonna double check to make sure I'm not world-class airhead. Yeah, right after Christmas. There we go. No problem. My birthday's... December 26th. Perfect. Good morning, Morgan Counselor. Thank you for your timely arrival and for taking on this public defender contract.
If you're ready to speak to your client, you can proceed to counseling quarter 3C.
Is that what they're calling it now? You mean the interrogation room?
I'm sorry to have caused any confusion. My vocabulary is regularly updated to reflect state standards.
Don't sweat it. Can't keep track of every new euphemism either. Call it the involuntary wellness check room if they like. Doesn't change the way it makes a person feel. Seeing a stiff old box of one-way panels. Nothing to see but their own reflection dully warped around gunmetal walls.
Morgan Counselor, can I help you with anything else?
Based on what you read earlier, you've unlocked an additional question. Read and examine at every opportunity to build up your knowledge and get the most out of your questioning. Oh, that's neat enough. Why they disappear? Disrepair. I can occasionally speak a language that is similar to English. Let's say he's not terribly concerned with the lower wards. This is a police station. Why is it so goddamn dusty?
This facility is currently undergoing renovations.
Since when? The 60s?
It has been 22 months since the timetable was last updated.
Oh my god. They don't really see a lot of action around here, do they? I like the character's expression changing during other people's dialogues. That's nice. Small thing, but nice thing.
I'm sorry for any inconvenience you might have encountered.
I'm adaptable. You, they ever gonna fix that crack?
Thank you for asking. It does not interfere with my work.
Well, that's all that matters, right? What are you? What are you?
I'm a smart user interface proudly sold by Noble Electronics. Thank you for asking. If you're interested, I could send you a link with information about our subscription packages. Should I send you a link with information about our subscription packages?
No. Sorry.
That's a mean question to ask.
I'll be all, thank you.
You'll find the counseling quarters past our homicide detective's office. Through the door to your right.
Thanks. But I think it's just me for now. You could go on a break if you like.
Automated dependents do not take breaks, Morgan Counselor.
New term? Jesus Christ, this keychain does not stop swinging. A break is 8 return to this colony of ads automated call, catch all compulsory intelligent programs. The new tax classification or lobby for the or to define intelligent machines that were neither salaried employees nor mere equipment because it afforded tax breaks and lighter tariffs. Term games took on use that is spread to all branches of drugs, from which point it began to populate. Some scholars argue that the term owes its popularity not something to rarity, but to the ability to bring something on commonplace. Okay, big important part here. Robots, androids, smart UIs are all legal, while true artificial intelligences are not legal. Searching for this term may incur an account flag. Jesus, so you can't look up AI anymore in the future. Okay. AI gets you on the CIA's watch list, apparently.
And what were you doing before I walked in? You find the counseling quarters past our homicide detective's office.
Through the door to the right, thank you. Ads don't get breaks, they don't get my jokes. That's usually the humorless types that are the most fun to mess with anyway. Has it gone bad or something? A voice. No voices coming from down the hall. Mayor to yours? Probably. Thank God I stopped for directions. Hearing this empty, the desk could have just told me to follow the echoes. One voice sounds older, rougher, decidedly low energy. Appreciate you learning about me. God forbid I try to be serious. Another rings with youthful indignation. It's not our job. It's not like our job is important or anything. Definitely cops. At this precinct, at this hour, I'd be the only two living, breathing people in the whole complex. Why else would you bother to print all that out? One document or 100 looks the same on a data pad. If you have any question specific, you need to have a heavy file in hand. Because I think you know them better than their priest, their mother, their big brother. I was gonna say that. How many of those sheets were blank then? You know, it costs a lot, but I think voice acting would benefit a lot of visual novels. I mean, absolutely. It is just the problem of voice acting ain't fucking cheap. And visual novels usually have a lot of text. I think that's like the biggest barrier to entry for voice acting in these games. No red carpet tonight, officers? Oh, sorry about that, ma'am. We don't keep many extra hands around at these hours. Well, we've got to let a desk hand indic anyway. But mostly cheaper. You the lawyer?
I am. Morgan Esquire, pleased to meet you.
Same here, counsel. Quasum, London. Immediately, you prefer mute over unprofessional voice acting? Don't know if this is a hot take, but I think most of the time unprofessional voice acting sounds bad. Not necessarily because of the actor acts, though that definitely plays a part, but mostly because the mic quality is usually non-standardized and shit, which is really, really bad. Person can sound like they're the best, the best fucking performance of a lifetime, and because of the mic quality, you'd be like, God damn, I want to die. Oh, we get his weight. Okay. And this ball of sunshine here is my partner, Bear Rays. Bear Rays? Enjoys watching product reviews? The fuck? Like, cleaning product reviews? AI is a good workaround. Bonus point if all the characters use filters or are robots. Yeah, that's actually... Damn, that's actually a good idea for just like, I want to make a visual novel. All characters robots, just use robot voices. No problems. Why does the voice acting sound robotic? Because they're robots! Funny thing that'd be. Room temp take. Games don't need voice acting. Temp take. Voice acting doesn't add anything in game that readers doesn't naturally feel in as they read. I mean, it does... Okay, there's some like benefits and downsides to voice acting. I love voice acting, but I chalk that up mostly to the fact that when I was growing up, I was a DS kid, which meant that almost no game had voice acting, so voice acting was a complete... Like, it was such a treat to hear voices. But I will say that there is
So, like, the benefit of not having voice acting is usually that characters have to... the reader or player or whoever has to pay a lot more attention. If there's not a voice going on, you do need to focus and actually read the words and consume what you're reading. While with voice acting, most people will, I think, go on slight autopilot and not really register what they're hearing sometimes, which leads to misunderstandings and confusion. So that's really more of a per person problem, so... Neck. Ow. Ball of sunshine. She certainly is. Huh? I'm sorry if you've been kept waiting. Everything in the department has been hectic all night. It's no trouble. Gave me the time to enjoy my cigarette. Cigarette? Like tobacco? What are you? 80? She can't be more than a few years younger than me. Ahem, we're the detectives in charge of this particular case. It looks like tonight we're also your humble guide to the illustrious homicide department. Apologies in advance for any cobwebs. I've never seen this London character around the courthouse before. Never struck me as more than just some old-timer. I suppose being an old-timer is an accomplishment in of itself in this profession. Sunshine is definitely a new face, though. Here's her posture, her attitude. 3 in the morning and her shirt still looks ironed. Freshly promoted, maybe? Good detectives working at these hours? Sounds serious. I see we're just the first to arrive on the scene. No, we're not nearly that timely. Your forms respond to the emergency calls within a few minutes. Calls plural. Must have been quite the commotion. Look around. Think we're the first to arrive for anything? She's not wrong. We were only tapped after circumstances of the scene indicate involvement with an ongoing investigation. Our ongoing investigation. Not very subtle, is she? That's right. I may as well bite it on this point. Do you suspect that this client of mine is involved in some separate criminal activity? Oh, wait, did they really not? No, I guess they wouldn't put in a public defender's briefing. Look, consider this a little professional courtesy. Fair warning, yeah? That's the heartbreak killer in that room. And we've got the bastard dead to rights. If you're kind, you'll help him plead it out. And if you're smart, you'll pass this shitstorm onto some other night owl and go back to bed. I'm not feeling particularly kind or smart at the moment. Perhaps in the meantime, you'd be so polite as to fill me in about this heartbreak killer. They cover utilities of the rock you live under? Is there a problem? You're seriously not familiar with HK. Never heard of him. I've heard enough of him for a lifetime. Anyway, has been plastered all over the city for weeks. Crimes wavering between breaking news and urban legend. I presume goes flip-flopping from unadulterated anarchy to unappreciated vigilantism. And Treecorn's immediate on the net. Everyone's indulging in the exact kind of armchair detective speculation I can't stand. Oh, you love Umineko then, maybe. Or maybe you despise it, I'm not sure. Right now, I need to figure out exactly how much the police do or don't know. And when it comes to cops, I always get better results playing dumb than I do acting smart. I think he's a repeat offender. Was it the killer part that tipped you off? Because I at least heard about his MO. He's gone crazy with it. Along with everyone else. One bullet straight through heart. Probably left to lie where it falls. Hence the name Heartbreak. That's... okay, I don't know enough out of the setting yet, but that seems kind of insane by itself. Shooting someone in the heart over and over again, that can't be, as simple. Or shooting multiple people each time once in the heart can't be easy. Not exactly creative. I missed the swirl of every other 100-word article out there. Catches trumps originality. What you won't read about online is that all 6 HA's rooms were shot by the same gun. Without even needing to reload. I would say no, but 6 for 6? That's pretty good shooting, isn't it? Oh, okay, so we're addressing that part, not the... yes, it's like a revolver can hold 6 bullets. Why are you shocked at this? The bullseye at the shooting range is good shooting. Shooting 6 times in a row is great. Shooting 6 feet with accuracy like that is a whole different beast. He's a certain kind of monster. A real freak. I'm expecting to see a 5-year-old kid in here. Suppose probably didn't even rise. I see. I'm not... okay. AI doesn't sound... sounds robotic. You're almost making him sound like a machine. Is it possible that... no, it's not. There's no such thing as killer robots, madame. Of course, my mistake. All those androids marching in the military, those robot patrolling in police uniforms, those drone dropping firebombs from the sky. I guess they're all firing blanks. Fair enough. Machines can kill. They have been for decades. But they don't commit murder. Right. Evil like Heartbreak is all organic. That's a pretty terrifying thought. You really start paying more attention to the news. I managed to miss 6 murders. No, you can only blame yourself for missing 5. Pardon? You're still not getting it? HT6 victim was found a few hours ago. When we caught the son of a bitch red-handed. You're convinced that my client is his Heartbreak killer. Tonight just was his latest crime. Could easily even... okay. Flawed logic there, honestly. Because, could be a copycat killer, to be frank, to start off with. I think you have some serious evidence to back that up. That's being literal, counselor. Red-handed. When you found your client, who's covered in her blood. That... do I even have to say why that doesn't prove anything to start off with? That's an Ace Attorney-ass setup. Abso-fucking-lutely. Who's covering her blood. Well, That's not good, is it? What you say certainly sounds compelling. Is that lawyer talk for open and shut? But even if that's the case, how does one crime scene make him look good for 6 murders? Oh, they're in the Scourge Files. And the Arcus, of course. Okay. This is a very corrupt fucking state. Got it. Okay, yeah. We're in cyber dystopia. Absolute. Got it. Hope we get to Topwood by the end. I always love doing that. Turn the logo down on your phone, return everything you need. I'll bet. Thanks for that, detective. I'll be sure to read it over. It's all the same. Could I ask you some questions while I've got you here? How kind of attorney wants to interrogate the detectives? This kind of attorney. You're just that pleasant. Come on, sunshine. It's not like we're going to be punching out anytime soon, right? Whatever, let your clients do interrogation all night for all I care. In counseling quarters. Where are your disposal, counselor? Yeah, this is looking to be okay. If your best proof is they had blood of the victim on them, then I'm quite sure every Good Samaritan would be in jail right now. Every single one of them, like, just fuck it. You'd have the Good Samaritan jail for everyone who's just a Good Samaritan. Loose wires, fizzy pianos, and aircon system that probably sweats more than people it's supposed to cool. Remember the budget making the office not look like shit, huh? They're finding a lot of belt tightening at the homicide. I think their operation would be this bare bones. We got a stunning clearance rate and they work fast. Look, the problem is in that one, there is no if you're trying to save someone's life, you mention that when anyone asks. And this one, it's like, what do you do, sir? I was trying to do, sir, you have blood on you, therefore you are guilty. Wait, hold on, no, shut the fuck up. We're not letting you talk. Because cyber dystopia. Yes, it sees that and just assumes their job is easy. And their job is easy. Oh, their dear doting surveillance state limiting so much of the footwork. Where wheels don't squeak, you don't get your palms greased. The homicide ends up as the only State Department with a shrinking budget. Dumping ground for the police force's most unambitious and least popular. Barren, stark and uninviting. This must be Ray's desk. Keeping your workstation neat and tidy is admirable, but I can't spot a single mode of personalization. Is she so neat that she hasn't had time to unpack? Or is she really that uptight and boring? Both, maybe. Our name's Morgan, right? Yeah, we're a little bit of a bitch, it seems. Okay. Shouldn't have cleaned up so much just for little me today, London. Someone really needs to introduce a guide to a filing system. Or even just a stapler. Paper documents scattered about lazily alongside actual photographs. Either he's really old-fashioned or really paranoid about data leaks. And he doesn't look like the paranoid type. Oh, ordinance aside, some things are better in paper, I'll give him that. Latest Noble... Jesus Christ. Latest Noble androids receive warm welcome. Bolstered by strong earnings report and surging sales of the Anna 16, Noble Electronics stock rose a stunning 3% this week to a new record high. While Noble's latest iteration has yet to surpass the sheer popularity of its predecessors, an increased profit margin has left Noble shareholders very enthused. Many investors were skeptical when, at their now infamous 2084 trade conference, Novo announced that the 16th line would be the first generation of androids feature over 50% organic components. So-called warm androids, which at the time only saw demand in the health, senior, and childcare sectors, looked down upon as impractical due to increased maintenance costs, cuts, scratches, bruises, and the like. While some critics voiced concern that a fringe religious or traditionalist groups might find warm androids controversial, more business-focused minds feared that Noble was alienating its customers in the industrial and military sectors in order to cater to civilian consumers. Users have viewed their androids from across the room and not from above the factory floor. However, as has often been the case in the last decade, Noble's doubters were proven wrong. The Anima 16 is poised to break profitability records, with no sign of slowing down, and many industry analysts predict that these once rare organic mammals will completely replace their more robotic predecessors in daily life within the next 3 to 5 years. As described in the earnings report, much of the 16th line's success, and indeed the success of Noble Android in general, contribute to the remarkable lifelike, personable charm of their products. Our accounts that charm can be attributed to the work of Noble's famed lead programmer, Dr. David Asher. Lead programmer is the entertainment of the century, said Noble brand ambassador Lucy Dees on stage at the latest hashtag Noble Industry Weekend. It's because of his Turing solution that every Noble product, from the sleekest assistants to the most advanced intense care technicians, are so beloved and trusted by our customers. While his reputation was on full display at the event, Dr. Asher was nowhere to be seen. He's always been clueless, but he's become a genuine hermit in recent years. I really believe he's still alive. Hey fam, looks like you're not logged into this device. Want to get into your account so that we can help you keep reading? Oh god, the attempt to be personable. He's in the news again. Don't wonder he can't spit out without laying a piece of Noble to get tech these days. Especially not where the state's involved. I don't think they're a bite when it comes to warm androids though. Government use, they're just too expensive. Just too expensive to justify. Like one might think no state's ever had a problem with spending money on overpriced crap. Okay. Nothing else jumps out at me around here. Oh god damn it, I fucked up. I got a better idea who I'm dealing with at least. I need to check out the crime scene data. Should have been sent a link. You been granted access regarding KL. Apply C to confirm. Confirm. That's not C. Okay, this game gets it. Am I talking to a person? It literally says state system up there. Of course not. I am an ad. Ads are usually more polite. Our personalities are tailored to our users' preferences. The state likes you to be a little authoritarian. You need to reply C. Okay, I like this. C. That's not a cap, it's case sensitive. How is the state's a douche even with their fucking their fucking digital desk? Oh my god, this is horrible. C. Thank you. Linked UX 453. Alright, if I project from my phone. Oh, that's a nice loading screen done. Felt real there. It might have been real, actually. You know, this hits a bit too close to home. In some ways, yes. Alright, let's see. Wait, did I just turn the phone? Oh no, I just did that. Alright, let's see what the police have and what they think is important. What's that thing? A murder weapon, a revolver found right next to the body. 670 casings found in each of the 6 chambers, meaning the gun's been fired 6 times. Looks like the crime scene teaches the crime scene text practically dismantled the damn thing. All they found were fingerprints belonging to my client. It was found by the police with the murder weapon right in front of the body. I don't know where to start. Highly prejudicial would be an understatement. Seems like this vase got tossed aside at some point. Yet there's not a scratch on it. Must be pretty damn durable. Isn't art supposed to be delicate? Maybe it's making a statement. A stand-up mirror shattered and knocked over. Real glass, no screens or cameras here. His hit hard. I have to come and attach from its arm, while shards of glass were scattered. Fragments were laying on the victim's body. Which means that the victim... Interesting. Oh, we know our client's name now. By accident, Flat. So that means the victim had to die before the scat... That's interesting. So the victim had to then... If the glass shards are on top of the victim, then the victim had to die before the glass was broken. Interesting. What a mess. Victim's body. Cause of death: ballistic trauma, class 4 blood loss, atrium and aorta, gunshot wound to heart and brief. That was instantaneous, or at least fell down before that. Yeah, which, if anyone mentions there being a struggle or something, well, maybe, but the struggle was over by the time the person died, or before the person died. As the person died, before the mirror fell. There we go. No injuries anywhere else. No blood or skin under her nails. Blood spatter, forensics, and all that other good stuff tells them that she was shot from there. The killer was standing in the doorway when they fired. So, the big ticket items. What about the security? Looks like the apartment is unlocked all night. It's not uncommon for people with their age in a neighborhood like this. No signs of forced entry only hurts my client's case. What about the rest of the room? There's not much else flagged here. The lounge chair got thrown and... when, whatever that is. Unidentified ceramic debris? Flag is irrelevant. That's the technical assessment? Guess even the crime scene techs weren't sure what to make of it. So, looking at the crime scene, whatever was in the vase got tossed over here, I think. Okay. It's everything the police highlighted. Did I miss anything? There's this thing over here I've been... Oh, okay. Something in his hand? How the hell did... Just a pill organizer. Looks like some immune adjusters, NSAIDs, and... Triprexon, a synthetic glucocorticoid medication. They daily reduce rejection symptoms like phantom pain and generalized itch. Obviously said her toxin was clear, but it's not like that matters. You have swallowed every medicine cabinet in the city and it still wouldn't change the cause of death. It's odd, but only irrelevant. Everything else here is all very incriminating. The kicker is everything that's not here. Now to place DNA footprints crumbs. Hello there? Send work as pre-5 lab message to confirm ballistics match 2. Same handiwork as previous 5 lab message to confirm ballistics match 2. God fucking that shit. Oh, god damn it, there's fucking NFTs. One of the coolest ways that IoT improves our lives is through the usage of crumbs. Small packets of data contain your own unique identifying information. Crumbs are enabled by default. Everyone has an NFT. This world fucking sucks. Nothing that points towards anyone except my client. Well, I've done more with the less before. Worse than NFTs, it's a data miner. God, can we go to a better world already? But not much more. I'm really gonna have to sing for my server this time. Better get a start. The hell is messing me at this time of night? Never. No NFTs. Fuck them. Oh, I'm bleeding again. Oops. First word that comes to mind is... I suppose it could be something important. Red! What couldn't wait till morning? Good news, it. Oh, fucking course. A job for you. You want to see the unintended CoffeeZilla collab? I would not want that collab under those circumstances. That's a pretty cheery way of telling me you violated parole. Oh, not that kind of job. That's been covering my tracks. This is something different. I just kind of think I can't handle with just a keyboard and a phishing scheme. I need you to see my gym teacher. Are you an actual child? Do you have a brat as a child? Not the kind of lawyer, sorry. Hey, at least let me finish. What did you do? What did they do? Make me run laps. Yep, I agree with her face right now. Not illegal. Let me finish! They made me run laps. Even though I said I had a stomachache. Said. Gotta be like... youth endangerment. Private indifference with some kind of shit. Why do you have a child who's obviously... You know what? I completely agree. This title of brat is absolutely correct. I don't know, you got a strong case. Try self-presenting this time. This was the blow-off. Nice phrasing. Oh wow, I'm laughing so hard right now. See? Mom, your adopted child is not happy with you. Is that your mugshot? I wasn't not gonna get a copy of my mugshot. Okay, this is great so far. And use it as a reaction. Yeah, you found a use case. I'm working right now, so. Anything cool? Homicide. Oh, cringe. How is homicide cringe? Wait, what kind of homicide? Is it HPK? Is that the kind of morbid thing kids your age talk about? Teens my age? Ah, so she is just 13. She has... This girl has only just turned 13. Got it. I understand everything now. Yeah, we can read. Apparently corrupt shit in the headlines. Old-fashioned murders like Hardy B is like quaint. It's not heartbreak. She lies. She lies as easily as she breathes. Then why do you take the job low? You see the 98% conviction rate as a challenge or something? Thinking of lost cause, prob knows work? It's pro bono. That was autocorrect. You know they give lit homework for a reason, right? This is borderline concerned nagging. Maybe you really are a bleeding heart.
Or just a sucker. I'm not a sucker. Nice phrasing, Lo. Just go to bed, Fran. Tomorrow's Sunday. I can stay up if I wanna. Tomorrow is Sunday. Because today is Saturday. What's with this Carpe Diem shit? It's nearly 4 a.m., kid. We've got school in like 3 hours. Oh. No. Shit! Reminders may be good for business. That kid's bad for my blood pressure. More text messages, I take it? Just your typical teenage drama. So then, you wouldn't mind filling me in on a few details? Huh. By the way, you know, I noticed you're light on staff. It's 3 in the morning. Were you expecting a parade? I thought there'd at least be a few androids around. Aren't many androids at any police station this week. The rats are renegotiating contracts. Contracts with Noble? Good guess. Hardly. They're the biggest robotics corp there is. Could spend all day in Center City could spend all day in Center City without leaving their office's shadow. Yes, we're very fortunate to have them headquartered here. There's money on shipping, at least. These stocks never last that long. I'm sure they'll be back to writing checks for Noble ads by the end of the month. Even with Noble pushing those warm androids? Warm, yug. Might as call it the adult line. I'd see them in the bigger departments or out on the patrols around these offices. Oh, of course, there's no such thing as Android Detective. Yet. Yet, really? Yet? You really think that'll happen? Or use ads for patrolling, securing scenes, pacifying crowds? Doesn't seem like that big of a stretch to me. You're joking, right? Android detectives? All the pain we go through getting witnesses to talk to us? With your warm personality? I can't imagine it. Tom knocks on your door, starts asking questions, you're gonna be put in a bad mood. An ad knocks on your door, calls you a degenerate criminal in a synthetic voice loud enough for the whole neighbor to hear? You're gonna start posting shit that'll get you put on the list. Oh well, we certainly don't want that. Our flesh and blood witnesses are becoming less and less common anyway. Camera, sensors, satellites, sure I got all of our facts from machines. Yeah, a few more years it might make sense to let machines do the investigating too. The police union wouldn't let that happen. You know, specified, it's the only real union there is anymore. That was the basics. What exactly has that client been charged with? Her client, Carlos Baker Flat, was arrested on the scene at 9:50 p.m. He's... Using his own name already? I really do think he's a serial killer. Charged with being the first-degree murder of his girlfriend, Miss Diana Dawn. Diane Dawn. Dawn. First degree, that's increasingly rare. To say the least. Rare for us to get a hand in anything but crimes that pass around here. He's got damn near more cameras than people. You gotta be really, really stupid to try and get away with murder. Well, Heartbreak's gotten away with it 6 times. What does that make him?
5 times, and that just makes him insane. I was gonna say go with extraordinary. That's the difference than say he's extraordinarily insane. But nut jobs like that aren't renowned for their ability to think ahead. What makes you think this was premeditated? The fact he stalked and killed 5 other women is a warm-up. All women. Okay. A warm-up? 5 previous votes, 5 previous victims. None of them knew each other and lived near each other, working in the same fields. Leaks of digital outhouses, crawling up and down their online profiles. Nothing. Does a serial killer choose a victim as random? They have nothing in common. Yeah, nothing in common at all. None of they all look like cousins. The physical similarities are striking. All 5 prior victims were young women with brown hair and eyes, about the same height, comparable weight. Oh, those features aren't exactly in common. Couldn't it be a coincidence? It would really be like that you should quit your job and start buying lotto tickets. SEX I'm so type. Anyone can see that. You're gonna try and tell me you don't see the resemblance? I'm going brown hair, brown eyes. I can't tell how tall she is from a portrait, but I can't take the hint. So think what exactly? That Claro's fat, wanted to kill his girlfriend so badly, he went out and shot 5 other women first? Hey, if the shoe fits. It doesn't. The shoe fits. Then you put the shoe on the... What sunshine means, that's not uncommon for killers to displace their violence from people close to them onto outlets or fewer consequences. Drifters, loners, strangers, workers. Starting up the nerve for tonight by first practicing these similar women. He got fucking... Why would a man who can shoot perfectly 6 times be concerned about that? He's got aimbot, and if he's worried the bot isn't gonna fucking hit after the 3rd shot, it's like, what is your worry? Or he's just so far gone he can't tell the difference anymore. It's not the worst in the world, but it doesn't fit. I want to claim that those previous victims were practice runs, dress rehearsal for tonight's main event. If that were the case, there have been signs of hesitation, nerves. There have been mistakes. Top of which, guns are impersonal. Execution shots, even more so. There's no sadism, hatred, or intimacy in a single blow to the heart. Your girlfriend or her lookalikes usually is, if nothing else, a lot less sterile. You're asking me, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, timeline. I saw the time death was 9 p.m. on the autopsy, but do you have a timeline for the rest of the night's events? After as much of what comes out of his mouth, though we managed thanks to less biased sources. We're very confident about what we've been able to piece together from their statements. They interviewed their witnesses? Sounds eerily similar to real police work. The suspect and girlfriend were arguing loudly with one another starting around 8 p.m. Oh, her eyes glowing now. Neighbor's very clear about that part. And wait to tell us all about the Happy Co's domestic problems. Everyone in the building knew they'd been fighting for weeks. This probably gathered when you saw in the arcs. There was a struggle. Furniture turned over and glass shattered. Things go quite south sometime before 9 p.m. Even then, there's a gunshot. Scrubbers are still scrubbing, looking for audio from there to get a timestamp. We need enough from concerned citizens to be pretty damn sure about the time. Right, emergency services got a burst of calls from the block shortly after 9 p.m. No one seemed to recognize the sound for what it was. The silence that followed was pretty universally alarming. Officers arrived on the street at 9:08 p.m. Sat perimeter, entered through the open front door at 9:10 p.m. And then they found your client crouched over his dead girlfriend, his hands covered in her blood. At which point they moved to secure the scene and the suspect. 8 minutes. And I look back at what you guys said. Log, yep. Eight minutes to run away is... You really don't find that strange? 8 minutes and just fucking stayed? Sorry, you say his hand singular? Client's modded cybernetic right arm. Mod debt help. Are mods safe? I see mods are expensive as shit. How modded are we talking about here? Reservoir the HAL 85 Helibus. Industrial grade looking like. Says here he's spec for dexterous manipulation up to class 4 KPA, which means a minimum grip strength of, well, basically, he could crush her neck without even gritting his teeth. So why the fuck? That's a lot quieter than a gun. Why the fuck? Considering career change? No, it's not that. Just, yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Yeah, I must be very sensitive for you to put the patch back on each time. Yeah, I thought you just had 14-year-old sense of fashion. I think a cop will cover her dominant eye because it was fashionable. I actually thought the same thing first time we met. You what? Being on track, that arm of his has been in the shop for some time now. Can't work without it. Money got tight. The arguing? Yeah. When he put his arm in for repairs. 8 days before HK's first victim was killed. Okay, now you're making a bit more sense, but... Oh, no chance to be willing to chalk that up to coincidence. Client was arrested on the scene after a primary scan found his fingerprints on the revolver. And no one else's. The revolver? What kind? The old kind. The real old kind. Presumably a Calver M54. 6-chamber, 10mm. 10mm. Or whatever the fuck it actually is. I don't know. Hey, where did the fucking other thing go? Oh, there it is. Calver, how retro. Oh goddamn! Stop putting terms in. I like looking at this shit. You don't know the half of it. We're Docking steel chamber, real gunpowder, mechanical firing pin, and no tags. No tags. How's that? How old are we talking here? Yeah, 24/7 location data, timestamp, trigger pose, safety coded owner biometrics. For the past 3 decades, tags have made shooting crimes very unambiguous. You're claiming my client used some kind of antique to commit these crimes? How else do you think you've gone away with this 5 other times? Try to buy a gun legit, he probably failed the very first psych check. Even jailbroken pieces are only good for so long before update withdrawal sets in. So then, M54, that's model year 2054. 30-year-old gun. That sure complicates things, doesn't it? In some ways, sure. But pre-tagged firearms are rare. That way, less than 1,000 left in the whole country. If you're still compatible bullets. The ammunition would have to be over 30 years old too. The novelty of this weapon has kept us in the dark so far. Now that we have our hands on it, then put him away for good. Archive department complained loud as hell about how deep they had to dig. With the protocols they found, the texts were able to match the rifling marks on all 6 bullets the gun your client was found with. Rifling marks? Bullets fired from guns that were older marked by the barrel shape. If all 6 bullets had the same rifling marks, know that they were all fired by the same gun. It's not as plug and play as tags are, but it's equally precise science, I assure you. And that's not damning enough, the spent casings from the other 5 shootings were still in the chamber. 2084, is that an Aerion reference? What the fuck is Aerion? Areola. Without even needing reload. The caliber your client was found with is the gun HK used to kill 6 women. No way to lawyer around that. An untagged gun, just being anywhere near a weapon like that could warrant your arrest. Being found by the police over a dead body with an untagged gun used at 5 other crime scenes is just... Summarize then. You believe that my client fought verbally, then physically with his girlfriend, and then retrieved this weapon and shot her? Yeah, pretty much. How did he look when the officers found him? Guilty. Fucking. Series of concept rock operas. Okay. Also, shut the fuck up, Rays. God damn it. It's not helpful. How was his effect? Quiet, detached, stiff. Not exactly a picture of a grieving partner. That reaction may have lost his points with the cops. Beyond that, he'll react to loss in all kinds of unusual ways. As long as the police are suspicious of you, there's no right way to grieve. Take my phone here, and I have to say, you're doing a pretty admirable job of keeping the details of HK's crimes a secret. The rest of every sites are doing some real journalistic apparatus trying to piece together a story. Yeah, top 11 theories on who hurt HK was a real weighty read. Not just journalists, though. All kinds have been emboldened. The freaks at HK's managed to bring out the woodwork in just a few weeks. Can you blame them, though? I mean, he's a genuine serial killer. Repeat offenders in general are an endangered species, but he's gotten away with... We know what he's gotten away with. Take a look around us, detective. National DNA registries robust enough that cases never go cold. Cameras in every street, a phone on every citizen. Violent crime at an all-time low and clearance rates at an all-time high. But you're gonna spout some op-po bullshit about invasion of privacy? No, I'm not. People are safer now than at any other time in history, detectives. When someone like Heartbreak does come along... good point. London's trying to look like he can laugh it off. The pressure on the higher ups seems to be reaching its peak. They want, maybe need, to see someone charged, and that makes them predictable. Why do I get the weird feeling that Morgan's the killer? She probably isn't, but like, fuck, the atmosphere is odd with her. Yeah, well, even if there's nothing standard about HK, permanent SOP, so in case we start the media for case details. That way, when we do feed them, they're grateful for whatever scraps they get. But we can't take all the credit this time around.
Homicide's tight-knit and tight-lipped, but it's not like there's much information for us to leak in the first place. And why is that? Because none of the shootings were caught on the opt-in crime surveillance system. Opt-in crime surveillance? Oh, you're not even allowed to fucking Google the term for now. God damn. How is that even possible? I know there are some rough areas in lower wards, but Optics is watching every other street in this entire city. You're saying you haven't seen this killer on camera once? You think we have let him kill 6 people? We did? I understand your concern, ma'am, but Optics is only what it says in the name. Private surveillance system signing up to feed into the state security network. Not perfect. It's another one of the many public safety tools in our belt. It's not meant to be perfect, it's meant to help us solve crimes. Or at least act as a deterrent. One would hope so. That chance, deterrents are for war rooms and board meetings. Anyone crazed or desperate enough to commit a crime in a city like this can care less about anything as vague as the consequences of their actions. Take a safety blanket, one with very few holes left in it. But it does have hose. Patching up those remaining hose takes effort. That usually means rebooting the system. There's all kinds of technical details and digital bureaucracy involved. The result is that there are occasional localized blackouts. The math used to schedule them is not possible to predict. I see. Those windows opportunity is small and short. Taking advantage of them requires specific knowledge. You need to be involved in law enforcement, pub data, or city planning. I mentioned my client was a cop, and he wouldn't have needed a public defender either. So it says he's mod for heavy mass manipulation, not taken tracing, so that just leaves city planning. So, does he work construction for the city? HK is only struck at times and locations where optics would be down. Even with the devil's own luck, it can't possibly be a coincidence. Wait, so you're saying when this woman was killed? Yeah, there was a blackout from around 8 to 9 tonight. Right on schedule, so to speak. Including the areas surrounding the victim's apartments. Oh, what about DNA from the other crime scenes? Did I client a match? There's no blood, no saliva, no suspect DNA at any of the crime scenes. No footage and no forensics? Also no motives, tampering, or witnesses. It's not like hunting a damn ghost. Didn't even have a murder weapon. Until now. Finally, a lucky break for the boys in blue. Scanner, cams, drones, forensics. No matter how you dress it with tech, all detectives' work relies on one basic assumption. He'll make mistakes. But he's the kind of monster who doesn't make mistakes. The only reason I ever caught him tonight was because he finished what he had set out to do all along. So when I climbed the list of suspects before tonight, when listening, there was no list of suspects. We questioned some exes, a few CIs, someone even spoke to one or two on list at some point. Nothing came of it. It was talk about starting on some kind of psyche vow or something, but never expecting much to come of that. There's just not enough there to work with. In other words, the only thing they have, the only thing they could have to link my client to those killings is a murder weapon. We can just jostle that keystone and the rest of their case should start to come loose as well. Thanks to the check detectives, I think I understand the background well enough now. Apparently, I see the same strokes you do and the picture paints isn't pleasant. And even so, it seems a bit unrefined to be brought before a judge, don't you think? Hey, it's only our job to catch the bastard. The A is the one who gets the conviction. Besides, we're not exactly going to have to work hard to convince anyone of his guilt. Why is that? Because we found a handwritten confession at his desk. Well, that's unexpected. I'm sorry, you're now telling me that he wrote a confession. Hasn't it been verified? Not yet. You have to muscle past everyone in fraud and disinfo to get to the front of that line. I bought the notes covered in his fingerprints. There's a copy in the discovery data, but I should warn you. It doesn't exactly make for light reading. After minutes now, you can see this confession for myself. Fuck, the note isn't even fucking signed, god damn it. That was difficult to read. Barely legible, in fact. Oh, got a spin on that? No need. But it's a confession. Not a confession that he signed, though, is it? Not yet. Not one he intends to sign anytime soon, considering that he asked for representation. Yeah, the most wanted man in the city asked for a lawyer. Got you. Guess you're both lucky. Hardly. I just happened to be awake when the call went out. Awake at, like... You said it at the start of the game. Awake at, like, fucking, what, midnight? Why? I'm not so flush with work that I can afford to turn down now. If you don't mind, I'd like to go and speak with my client. What? Not so handcuffed in there, is he? Oh, look, Counselor, with all due respect, we have strong evidence pointing to that man being responsible for 6 murders. You have fucking the weakest... Fucking... Saw it had... Like, fuck... The first case of Ace Attorney had more on on the man than... On the accused than you do. Like, goddamn. 2 hours or so in cuffs isn't cruel or unusual. That's for your safety as well. Don't you worry, but I'll be in any danger. He's killed 6 women. None of them were redheads. Don't fucking... Seriously though, I'd like you to speak with him alone now. Camera's off if you don't mind. Mike's on or off is your call, counselor. We'll be watching the feed from right outside in case anything happens. And the cuffs? The cuff, that is, stays on. That worry about me? How chivalrous. Chivalio. Yeah, my armor's practically blinding. Gross. Let's start off the unlocked cycle. Guys, just one last word of advice. If you have any interest in his well-being, I suggest you help him sign that confession. Oh, not a bad idea. I do get paid either way. The defense part of defense attorney, isn't this a show, detective? I mean it. 6 people dead is one thing, but he's also caused weeks of widespread terror and public unrest. Chivalry, Chavalia, blah 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 blah. Putting it another way, he's made the state look bad. You know, something about the lighting changing where now she has brown eyes. Like, I know she's a redhead and everything with everything, but like, something about this which teeters my mind. That's a capital crime if there ever was one. Even the death penalty's not actually on the table these days. I can guarantee he's not going to like whatever rehabilitation plan they draw up for him. Look, I've seen the virtual work release program in person, and it's... Okay, yeah, I see the problem. Being challenged before the Supreme Court. Yeah, sometime in the next decade, maybe. Just remember, a plea deal might feel like a loss for you, but if it keeps him from... well... That's probably a win for your client, right? Prison sentences are generally lighter for those who plead guilty, that much is true. It saves the court a great deal of time and money, and they show their gratitude with reduced sentencing. But no one will ever be grateful towards a heartbreak killer. And when convicted for killing 6 people, they'll never rest their mind another day in their life. This is pressing as hell in here. I need to liven this place up. Carlos clap, right? I don't mind if I... Oh, you don't mind if I get comfortable? We've got a lot to cover. This shouldn't take all night. Well, what are you... Look, I already told you people, I'm not a cop, Carlos. Furthest thing from it. I'm a killer for hire, you know? Now, would you like to hire me to kill the detectives in the next room over? Okay. I'm a lawyer. You're a lawyer, in fact. I'm here to help you. Yeah, well, they said that too. All of them did. Back there and here kept repeating the whole ride over. They were going to help me, that they knew this was all a mistake. And they said that I killed. I feel like they were on my side and they thought that I could have... Not their job to help you, Carlos. But it is mine. I'm here now. He's so in shock. I need more information, but if I approach this the wrong way, it'll just clam up even more. I'm sure you're exhausted. It's probably difficult to think, let alone speak. I'd like you to try and answer a few questions. The police already question you, I'm sure. They were treating you as a suspect, not as a client. Okay. So, what do you want to know? Let's talk about you. This is simple. Something mundane, grounded, wrote. I'd like to know a little bit more about you first, Carlos. Something like, what line of work are you in? I'm with City Engineering. Or I was, or I should be. As I thought, the police must be convinced he mapped the optics blackout using the data he stole from work. My arm, I got slotted for the job. And, Carlos, I didn't need more than that. You fucking dumb shit. What do I know? Works in City Engineering, not a desk job. They said he was mod for work and that arm must be in custody at the moment, but based on his shoulder, it must have been pretty... I'm allowed to save during these? That removes some of the excitement. Utilitarian, yeah. Striking me as a type who's enamored with the aesthetics of modding. Young, the restless, and the rich, swapping in neon and chrome limbs because they like the way it looks. Or the way it makes other people start looking at them. No, he's pragmatic, grounded, and very unlucky. In which case, I should be too. And my brother wanted to mod. Really? Really? I don't even have a brother. He had everything planned out. A whole career path of promotions and bonuses and the upgrades they afford him. He gave his 18th birthday present. Has Roach playing informing that he's not a viable candidate. Oh, that sucks. I think he felt relieved, actually. Seemed like it was a weight off his chest. I think he was glad that he didn't have to choose. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I think it does. I always figured if I started at all, I'd start small. A hand or an eye. Test the water. Never thought about lobbing my whole damn arm off, but the recruiter was enthusiastic. He said, as the NCDA, there was a financial aid and resources. Of course, that got shit canned, so now me and every other modder is royally screwed. Couldn't even let me keep the tax credit. The New Citizens with Disabilities Act was amended, not repealed. I doubt he'd appreciate the distinction at the moment. I worked the tighter spaces of the high vote environments, mostly canopy upkeep. They really suffer modders, you know? He's speaking freely now. Doesn't need to do much more than repeat his words back to him to keep him talking. The right word choice here or there can still make a difference. You work on the canopy, you must be... Is that just like... I wonder if the blue option is always a good option. Let's see, under a lot of pressure now that the subways are cordoned off. Damn straight, and this crap is long? Once word got out that the case against him was real, every desk job in the chain became terrified of their own shadow. All of them against that internal affairs is going to come knocking if they misplace so much as a paperclip. Everything in my book means no room for compromise, no room for problem solving. No room for engineering? Yeah. No patience or screw-ups. Trying very hard not to look at his shoulder. Why are you wearing your prosthetic right now, Carlos? Yeah, that. Rejection issue starting last month. A lot of sleepless nights. Rejection? Did therapy not take? Oh, I see. So it's not a replacement, it's a replacement limb in all the wrong bad ways where it's like, yes, it can reject you. Well, fuck. It's not that like that. I wasn't oozing pus out of my sockets or anything. Then do these rejection issues have anything with your scars? Not in the way you're thinking. I'm right-handed. So this custom face are they're just from fucking shaving? What?
Never thought I'd go this so long, I'd have to relearn how to do everything. I mean, the problem started small. Trembling, then spasms. Just oversensitivity, they said, an easy fix. Problem got bigger. Don't let it get that far. You don't trust your own hands when you're on the job site. Grab a cutter on the wrong moment and you could get hurt. I sat down, made a point, turned in my arm, and watched my case get placed at the back of the damn line. Where do you turn in? A mass turnaround chop shop with a waiting list like you wouldn't. Doesn't sound like you're a happy customer. Hell no! Found dozens of other clinics with shorter wait times. As long as I'm renting and not owning. The manufacturer decides where your arm gets maintenance. That's why I'm sitting here with this extensive ass stump for a shoulder. Duration of 40 business days. Jesus, I'm unemployed essentially for 40 days. Great. I haven't been able to work in weeks. Also, we're generous enough to say my position might still be there when I've got 2 working arms again. Couldn't buy or rent a replacement yourself just in the meantime? You serve at the pleasure of the state. They got exclusivity contracts with Hindi, all locked up white knuckle tight. Hindi? How Industries? As you call, he's a registered with one of their Abilis models. I took one step on site with uninsured tech. Forget the fines, I lose the down payment and my arm. Never work in the city again. This was the last quarter, maybe I could have worked something out with their management, but like I said, no one's sticking their neck out for anyone now that longs in hot shit. Mention discomfort. Are you in pain? It'll come and go. It's the issues that'll kill me. The phantoms come pretty fast if you don't have anything. Jesus Christ. Oh god, phantom visions are a thing when you can replace your eyeballs? That's horrible. Arm shaped attached to me. Didn't they give you something to, well, wear in the meantime? Something the clinics lend out for cases like this? What they gave me is a deadweight, 3-jointed landfill bait piece of shit. Sorry, it's just a very shitty feeling. Playing part of your body that you know they cut corners on. It fits, it's compatible. Technically, I can slide in and feel on balance again. The fingers don't even bend and the quick twitch motors are way off. Like walking around with your arm asleep. Or dead. You're wearing it when... Were you wearing it when you were arrested? No, I wasn't. I'm pretty sure I saw the police bagging it as evidence, so... Can't have gotten too far. The head he raised was being quite literal about how he was found. The thing is blood on his left arm only. Because the time in question didn't even have a right. No, inconsistencies in the story so far, and he's opened up about as well as can be expected. This has all been just a warm-up. For the both of us. Now comes the delicate part. Okay. Okay, the thing is, if this is Ace Attorney-like, we haven't had a person come up yet. Like, maybe the witness is gonna be the killer, but I'm highly... I'm very suspicious about our character. These moments of bright lights and all this other shit, it's just like, what the fuck is this stuff?
Carlos, you and things romantically evolved. How long did you two know each other? Right. Remember since college. We shared a few classes, some mutual friends. Always got along. And so we just got together at some point. You said we actually asked her out. In a formal way. Entry Cowley saying that out loud. Diana, she was in genetics, focused her study on agriculture. As always, takes them a few tries to get used to using past tense. Just finished her post-grad work this year. Got right out of the gate. Probably headhunted, you believe that? Practically headhunted. Of course she was. Any company would be lucky to have her, unlike... Real-ass job. Paid real-ass money, too. Her career was starting to pan out. As yours had fallen into the mother of all slumps. Where was she hired? Pedigree? No, Perigee in Laboratories. Say like the name matters. Those setups under Hardco's umbrella. Doesn't narrow it down. The Harvest Corporation grows a third of the soybeans and corn in the entire country. One client that size, the lab wouldn't need any others. Now, no corporation earns the mega prefix without a little throat cutting. But Hardco is about as unsexy as big business can get. Right about like the seasons. No one's gonna buy that. They had some lab tech murdered because of corporate greed. Had she just about her new job? Yeah, they loved having her there. Never mentioned arguments or disputes? Or politics getting rough? I don't think so. Not even a good listener lately. I never got the impression that she... Look, no one I know could do this to her. There's nothing she could have done that would deserve what happened to her. There's a long shot, hoping for a disgruntled character from pastorship blame onto. Other than other suspects, I can't just reach out with detective suspicions. I've disproved their arguments entirely. The black eyes thing when she's monologuing is also weird. Like, I don't... That's not a good looking... Like, that... I don't feel good about seeing that. Thank you, Carlos. That was all very helpful. It was? Well, she has to say it at least. Now, I'll let you try and tell me whatever you can about what happened tonight. Oh. Start at the beginning and take your time. The views are important. Alright, Miss, Morgan. I'll try, Morgan. When you're ready. We were arguing. We had been arguing a lot lately. We've been arguing about stupid stuff. I haven't been working, haven't been making money, haven't been pulling my weight. I was mad at myself. More than that, I was jealous of her. Jealous over goddamn money. Reports say you were arguing around 8 p.m.? 8? Yeah, it's been when we started. Got into a night. Said a lot of things that I shouldn't have. Said one thing that I really, really shouldn't have. Across the line, we both knew it, so, I left. You left? Yeah, walk out of the front door. Oh, some fresh air might help me cool off. Help me figure out what to say to make it up to her. Because, of course, the air wasn't fresh, just humid, thick like mud. While I was pissing away the time, Diana was... You bringing your phone with you or any other electronics? No. Kind of stormed off. Didn't even take my key fobs. Didn't even lock the door behind me. The optics down, traffic and street level cameras won't help him. That leaves... Go through a checkpoint or talk to anyone with modded eyes? You buy anything, cash or credit. No, not even from a vending machine. Not even a goddamn vending machine, huh? May have met my match. How can anyone be this unlucky? That's quite unfortunate. I just want to quiet the time. I want to wallow in it, really. Sorry if I don't have all the details quite right. My head is... But if my exact route would help, the camp's probably... What? What is it? Optics was what? Can that even happen? There's no other proof that you were out at the time Diana was killed. And you got no alibi. This isn't... This can't... Listen, I didn't do this. I couldn't... Carlos, I'm the one person you don't have to try and convince. After all, I'm your lawyer. So let's just get out there and see what we've got to work with. Right. Now, you said you left your head to get a clear mind. So, what made you come back? Came back because I heard noise. A loud noise. I didn't know what it was. But it was loud and it scared me. It came from the direction of our apartment. I was walking back at first. At some point, I must have started running because when I got back, I was so out of breath. I saw that the front door was open. Something dropped in my chest and my lungs went... I live on the first floor, right? Yeah, first floor apartment, street facing entrance. We were proud of that when we first moved in. I think it was some kind of big deal. In the hallway I saw her, but I didn't realize... Thought that she was... Lights were off, her room was a mess. We had been robbed or she had fallen or... Broken glass, furniture knocked over. And she was... I caught her name and she didn't move. Checked her pulse and she was still warm. Her blood was warm. I saw... the gun. It looked so heavy, but I thought I'd be fake because I didn't want it to be real. Is that why you picked it up? What? Pick it up? I didn't touch that thing. I didn't shoot her, damn it. God, motherfucker, how many times I gotta say you don't gotta convince me? When I do, you hear a lot of lies. White lies, blatant lies, hasty lies. Bad lies, especially. For me, it's always been easy to spot a lie. It can be hard to know what to do about it. I have all the proof I need in my files. But he's nervous and defensive. None of this works if he doesn't trust me. You did touch the gun, Carlos. That is a fact because... Mobo saves, yay. not registered to him. You were found with it. It's of your prints. In fact, your fingerprints are on that gun. What? But I didn't do this. I didn't. I was thinking I was just... Carlos, all I'm saying is that you picked it up. That's all. Will you believe me if I said I didn't realize it was a gun? That explains how his prints got on the gun. Not in the way that would satisfy the police. Still, if all I did was hold the gun. So stupid, I know what a gun looks like. Sitting in my own home right in front of me. You weren't shocked, Carlos. You still are. These came in sometime after that. I don't remember much of what they said. Things started moving fast, it seemed. But the rest of my night went probably the way you'd expect. Carlos, you meant to having a verbal argument with Diana. You said you were surprised to see the room tarnished when you got back. To clarify, you're saying that two of you never had a physical fight? What? Physical? No, we never fought. We never fought like that. Did the police say that we did? They assumed as much. Which means they also assumed the room was disheveled well before the shooting occurred. Considering what Carlos has told me, what else did they assume? What is it? I'd like you to take a look at something for me. The crime scene. Oh. This AR module built from data taken as the police entered, so... Right, if it's just that. Just data, Carlos, no grisly details. Okay. Let me see it. Take your time. Alright, I think I've got it. That's how the police found things. Now close your eyes and think back to how the room looked when you left. Try and focus on what's out of place. Alright. Take notes. Just say whatever comes to mind. I don't remember exactly where everything was. Oh, the mirror was upright, of course. That clock was still on the wall. Chair got knocked over at some point and the bed got tossed and the cushions torn. And the urn fell. Other than that... No, sorry, that's all that stands out to me. I see. Like so? Jesus Christ, Morgan, please never draw. That looks like something I draw. What's wrong? Something out of place? Sorry, signature things. Everything seems off, don't be afraid to speak. Oh my god, and she even has the proud of her work stars. Great. Amazing. It's just, guess I assume your notes would be making edits to the AR? You draw like this. You draw fucking well. Well, I suppose that works too. Sorry, I didn't mean... I think your drawing is pretty good considering... I like to change the subject now, Carlos, before I have to kill you. Please don't. Right. You can talk about the letter that was found on your desk. Letter? What do you mean? Well, I'm not going to explain. Why? It's 2 hours. What? It's been 2 hours, Carlos. I must delete this universe. Wait, hold on. I don't quite understand what you're getting with. Deleting will begin now. Wait, what? Ah! Feeling very Ace Attorney inspired. Why did I scream? Because of a joke. I made a joke. Yay. Anyway, that stream, that game is... I mean, it definitely seems like it's interesting. I didn't finish it, obviously, and it's supposed to be a short demo, so give it a shot if you want to. Nice look at the next night. Stream game, you guess. Maybe. I'm not sure. If we still got, like... This game probably would be longer than the other stuff. And it's not even a complete game as of yet. It's only got, like... It's an episodic game that'll be coming out, so, you know. Anyway. Thank you all for coming to today's live stream. Hope you guys had a great time the first time coming. Like I said, you subscribe and take a show, so where I'm streaming, like the stream, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a comment below, and share the stream around here. Everything might be interested. But until next time, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna be quiet, and I'm gonna say bye. you.